Light healing's surprising history, from sun worship to modern science. According to Philippa Martyr, scientist on the conversation, for millennia humans had one obvious and reliable source of light, the sun, and we knew the sun was essential for our survival. This might be why ancient religions, such as those in Egypt, Greece, and the Middle East, India, Asia, Central and South America, involved sun worship. Early religions were also tied up with healing. Sick people would turn to the shamans, priests, or priestesses for help. While ancient peoples used the sun to heal, this might not be how you think. Since then, we've used light to heal in a number of ways. Some you might recognize today, others sound more like magic. From warming ointments to sunbaking, there's not much evidence around today that ancient people believed sunlight itself could cure illness. Instead, there's more evidence that they used the warmth of the sun to heal. The Ebers Papyrus is an ancient Egyptian medical scroll from around 1500 BC. It contains a recipe for an ointment to make the sinews flexible. The ointment was made of wine, onion, fruit, and the tree extracts frankincense and myrrh. Once it was applied, the person was put in sunlight. Other recipes to treat coughs, for example, involved putting ingredients in a vessel and letting it stand in sunlight. This is presumably to warm it up and help it infuse more strongly. The same technique is the medical writing attributed to Greek physician Hippocrates, who lived around 450 to 380 BC. The physician Arateos, who was active around 150 AD in what is now modern Turkey, wrote that sunlight could cure chronic cases of what he called lethargy, but we could not recognize today as depression. This is what we call depression today. Lethargics are to be laid in the light and exposed to the rays of the sun, for the disease is gloom, and in a rare warm place, for the cause is a congelation of the innate heat. Classic Islamic scholar Ibn Sina, 980 to 1037 AD, described the health effects of sunbathing at a time when we did not know about the link to skin cancer. In Book 1 of the Canon of Medicine, he said that the hot sun helped everything from flatulence and asthma to hysteria. He also said the sun invigorates the brain and is beneficial for clearing the uterus. It was sometimes hard to tell science from magic. All the ways of curing described so far depend more on the sun's heat rather than its light. But what about curing with light itself? English scientist Sir Isaac Newton, 1642 to 1727, knew you could split sunlight into a rainbow spectrum of colors. This and many other discoveries radically changed ideas about healing in the next 200 years, but as new ideas flourished, it was sometimes hard to tell science from magic. For example, German mystic and visionary Jacob Lorber, 1800 to 1864, believed sunlight was the best cure for pretty much anything. His 1851 book of Healing Power of Sunlight was still in print in 1997. Public health reformer Florence Nightingale, 1820 to 1910, also believed in the power of sunlight. In her famous book Notes on Nursing, she said of her patients, "Second only to their need of fresh air is their need for light, not only light, but direct sunlight," she said. Florence Nightingale also believed sunlight was the natural enemy of bacteria and viruses. She seems at least partially right. Sunlight can kill some, but not all, bacteria and viruses. Chemotherapy, a way of healing based on colors and light, emerged in this period. Chromotherapy, colors and light. While some of its supporters claim using colored light for healing dates back to ancient Egypt, it's hard to find evidence of this now. Modern chromotherapy owes a lot to the fertile mind of physician Edwin Babbitt, 1828 to 1905, from the United States. Babbitt's 1878 book of Principles of Light and Color was based on experiments with colored light and his own visions and clairvoyant insights, and is still in print. Babbitt invented a portable stained glass window called the chromolume, designed to restore the balance of the body's natural colored energy. Sitting for set periods under the colored lights from the window was said to restore your health. Indian entrepreneur Dinshan Gadiali, 1873 to 1966, read about this, moved to the US, and invented his own instrument, the spectrochrome, in 1920. The theory behind the spectrochrome was that the human body was made up of four elements: oxygen blue, hydrogen red, nitrogen green, and carbon yellow. When these colors were out of balance, it caused sickness. Some hour-long sessions with the spectrochrome would restore balance and health. By using its green light, for example, you could reportedly aid your pituitary gland, while yellow light helped your digestion. By 1946, Gadiali had made around $1 million from sales of this device in the US. And today, while some of these treatments sound bizarre, we now know certain colored lights treat some illnesses and disorders. Phototherapy with blue lights is used to treat newborn babies with jaundice in hospitals. Actually, that's UV light. It's not blue light. It's UV light. People with seasonal affective disorder, sometimes known as winter depression, can be treated with regular exposure to white or blue light, and ultraviolet light is used to treat skin conditions such as psoriasis. Today, light therapy has even found its way into the beauty industry. LED face masks with celebrity endorsements promise to fight acne and reduce signs of aging. But like all forms of light, exposure to it has both risks and benefits. In the case of these LED face masks, they could disrupt your sleep. And this is from The Conversation by Philippa Martyr, lecturer, Pharmacology, Women's Health, School of Biomedical Science, University of Western Australia, on Science Alert. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.
Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.